The Central Asian Report is a program about the ongoing geopolitical trends and the panorama of the present-day realities in Central Asia.
Политика, экономика и культура.
Politics, economics and culture, events, trends and people. All this on one territory. Hello, you're watching the Central Asian Report.
В нашем выпуске.
Expo 2016, Flowers and Children, exclusive report from Turkey. Kazakhstan's best mental arithmeticians, faster than a calculator. Young scholars of Tajikistan, on a path towards new breakthroughs.
А прямо сейчас центральноазиатские новости.
And coming right up, headlines from Central Asia. Turkmenistan is building a plant for the production of iodine on the coast of the Caspian Sea. The decree and its construction was signed by the country's president, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov. The capacity of the plant will be more than 60 tons of iodine annually. It is presumed that this substance will be extracted from industrial waters that are used in the extraction of hydrocarbons. For this, the plant will process up to 2 million cubic meters of wastewaters every year.
Единый накопительный пенсионный фонд
Kazakhstan's single accumulative pension fund will finance the country's banks in the amount of more than $600 million. The plans also include to allocate a similar amount for the development of quasi-state sectors. For example, for the realization of priority projects in the agro-industrial complex, energy and social spheres. In particular, the citizens' pension funds will be used in the project of the Kazakh company aimed at decreasing the energy deficit in the south of Kazakhstan.
В Кыргызстане будет создано.
In Kyrgyzstan, a subdivision of the resort police was created. It will be deployed on the shore of the Issyk Lake during the summer period. The personnel of the subdivision was chosen from the ranks of the military. Their task is to ensure the safety of the holiday goers, in particular to patrol 24/7 retreat boarding houses, resort towns, and locations of public leisure and entertainment. The district's authorities are planning to accommodate the police personnel in a specially built garrison town.
Построенном военном городке.
When children can calculate faster than a calculator, this is not a miracle, it is just arithmetic, mental to be more exact. And today in Kazakhstan, thousands of preschoolers and elementary school children are engaged in this. Our correspondent decided to find out about the roots of this trend and discovered that among the numerous adherents, there are also those that oppose it. Details in our next story.
Подробнее в следующем сюжете.
Excellent. Next one, get ready. 88 plus 66 plus 65 plus 59 plus 14 plus 30 equals 164. When the students of the school begin performing calculations in their mind, even a calculator cannot keep up with them. And this is not a miracle, just a regular exercise in mental arithmetic.
Наши дети могут одновременно и считать.
Our children can simultaneously calculate and play ball or recite a poem. Therefore, when a child is calculating, both of their hemispheres are working, the right and the left, the one that is responsible for logic and the one that is responsible for creativity.
За логику и то, которое отвечает за творчество.
Mental arithmetic is performance of calculations in the mind, but incredibly fast. The main instrument used is the abacus, a modernized version of the well-known ancient calculating tool. In the beginning, children are taught how to work with it physically, and then they learn to use it mentally. I love mental arithmetic. In order to be able to calculate faster, working with big numbers. This system is learned easier and faster by children between the ages of 5 to 12. The program is 18 months long. It is believed that mental calculations activate the use of both hemispheres of a child's brain, and therefore have a positive impact on their intellectual development. Yazjan Jairan knows firsthand about what this means. Her daughter recently learned how to use this system. Now Yazjan is planning to get both of her sons into the program. My daughter has been attending this mental arithmetic course for a month already. She's already showing good results in kindergarten, she stands out among her peers, and she's more confident. In Kazakhstan, mental arithmetic is a truly popular trend in preschool education. It began 3 years ago and literally got first the parents hooked and then the children, and even the popular TV host Andrei Malakhov.
70 плюс 27 минус 32 плюс...
70 minus 27 minus 32 plus 43 plus 52 plus 23 minus 11 plus 97 plus 68 plus 78 is... 415.
готов работать бухгалтером.
The 9-year-old Danyar Kurmanbayev from Astana was unanimously declared as a true genius by the guests of the popular TV program. But in Kazakhstan, there are now hundreds of children like him. This is the recent Olympiad in mental arithmetic that was held among the school children of Almaty. More than 700 children fought for the title of the best arithmetician. This level of popularity is surprising for intellectual competitions like this. In the meantime, there are those who oppose this method, and surprisingly enough, among them there's especially a lot of math teachers.
Честно сказать, мне эта методика неинтересна как педагогу.
I'm not interested in this method as a teacher because now we're facing a whole set of problems. Yes, the superficial calculations are performed fast. However, there are problems with solving equations. For example, a child won't be able to solve a math problem using this abacus because, first of all, it requires logical reasoning, not just imagination.
Там же надо подумать, что там, во-первых, логическое мышление должно, не только воображение.
According to the teachers, children, while trying to perform the calculations as fast as possible, do not have time to even understand what they're doing. Striving for speed shows incredible results, but hinders the development of logical thinking. This may be enough for elementary school, but not for further learning.
Ребята, помимо того, что
Children can work with natural numbers, but not with regular fractions, decimal numbers. These types of calculations they're not able to perform.
они уже этих вычислений провести не смогут.
Psychologists are offering a compromise in this situation. According to them, there is no need to diminish the benefits of mental arithmetic. But parents should not just rely on it, disregarding academic approaches. Ideally, mental arithmetic should be combined with a school program, but only by adapting it to the child's age and individual capabilities. This way, there is a real chance to raise your child as a true genius.
Дети и цветы по таким названиям.
Children and Flowers. This is the theme of the largest international exhibition, Expo 2016, that is being held in Antalya, Turkey. This time it is dedicated to agriculture, environmental protection, and preservation of biodiversity for future generations. Our correspondent in Turkey, Laura Çetin, brings us the report right from the exhibition.
Собственный корреспондент в Турции Лаура Четин.
This was the opening ceremony of the specialized international exhibition Expo 2016 that was held on the Mediterranean coast of Turkey. Children standing in front of microphones, playing instruments and participating in theater plays. They are the key figures of not just a colorful show. This year the entire exhibition is dedicated to them. The theme of this year's exhibition, Children and Flowers, Cultivating a Green Life for Future Generations. Its distinguishing feature is that it is a specialized exhibition focused on botany, and we're very proud that 53 countries of the world agreed to take part in it.
Törenimizde lazer havai fişek ve Expo in Antalya is 112 hectares of exhibition pavilions and entertainment zones. All this was set up in the Aksu district, which just a year ago was a completely empty area without infrastructure and tourist sites. Today, the Expo Tower rises on its territory. Turkey's first Museum of Agriculture and Biodiversity was built, along with a Center for Science and Technology and a Congress Hall, which will continue operating after the exhibition. Everything that you see was built in a period of a year and a half. We did not participate in the development of the pavilions. Each country built their own. But all the remaining structures and landscape, these are Turkey's projects, except for the Expo Tower. It was designed through a global effort. 127 designs were submitted. We organized a competition and selected this version.
100.000 metrekarenin üstünde de bir binalarımız olmuş oldu.
For the exhibition, its organizers planted more than 100 types of seasonal plants on its territory, flowers, trees, and bushes. But the participants themselves brought way more. The theme of Canada's exposition is the birth of civilization in Mesopotamia. Specifically for this, 108 floral sculptures were created using overall 700,000 plants. Out of all the Central Asian countries, only Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan took part in this expo. Kazakhstan's delegation paid special attention to the quality of service, security system, and other organizational aspects of the exhibition, because next year's expo will be hosted in Astana. China's pavilion today has seen the highest number of visitors, and this is understandable. This pavilion has an exposition of perhaps the most unusual plants and ancient rocks, which were flown in just for this from China.
花园里面呢有很多的石。
China's pavilion occupies a territory of 3,050 meters. We worked for 3 months on this. Brought stones from the shores of the ancient rivers Hangzhou and Xinzhou, as well as the most interesting types of plants. The pavilion is never empty. There are always visitors. We're very pleased that there is such an interest here in Chinese culture.
欧洲的一些游客来到这个 expo 里面。
This area of the exhibition also does not exhibit a shortage in tourists, all because this is a street of restaurants. Here the guests are presented with Turkish cuisine and the culinary culture of the 7 districts of Anatolia. The hospitable chef of one of the restaurants is showing all the tourists how a kebab is prepared. For him, Expo is an opportunity to get his business to a new level.
Ülkemizi, milletimizi temsil ediyoruz.
We came here from the southeast of Anatolia. We're here to greet our guests at the highest level and to show them an important aspect of our culture, cuisine. You saw yourself the work of the cooks in the kitchen and the wait staff. Everyone's putting in an effort because the guests and visitors of the exhibition should be provided with the service of the highest quality.
Expo'da 7 bölgeden temsilen biz Güneydoğu Anadolu bölgesini temsil ediyoruz burada.
Turkey's authorities spent $600 million on the preparation for this expo. The exhibition will be open until the end of October. According to the forecast of the organizers, it will be attended by up to 8 million tourists. Aside from entertainment, great attention will be paid to the issue of development of organic farming, biotechnologies, and protection of the planet's biodiversity. Unique children of Tajikistan. And now it is time for our edition of Faces of Central Asia. Gulnora Saidova is 16 years old. But while her peers are spending most of their time in social networks, Gulnora has been hitting the books. The young woman has big plans for her future. She's interested in ecology and dreams of coming up with a universal method for cleaning polluted rivers.
Огромное количество рек в Таджикистане в данный момент являются загрязненными.
The waters of Zarafshan have a lot of mercury. The water must be used and protected.
В Сагдийской области очень много рек, которые заполнены такими тяжелыми металлами. Из-за этого хотелось бы, чтобы люди пользовались мы бы этой энергией, но в тот же момент мы ее и охраняли.
These boys and girls study with Gulnora, and they're already being called the future Vavilovs and Einsteins. That is why all of them ended up at Tajikistan's Junior Academy of Sciences. During the Soviet times, this educational institution was one of the top 5 institutions in the world. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union, all the ties were broken. Right now, there are no opportunities for exchange of knowledge and experience. But the country's Junior Academy was one of the few that managed to survive and maintain its previous status and reputation.
Около 8,5 тысяч детей прошло через наши руки. 200
Around 8,500 children attended this academy. 200 earned the title of scholars and the right to be admitted to a university without entrance exams.
Дает им право поступления в вузы республики без сдачи вступительных экзаменов.
Those studying here are admitted without exams. The strict selection process already happens during their studies. Those who have trouble keeping up with the program leave. Those who stay engage in serious research and strive to make breakthroughs in exact and humanitarian sciences. The Academy has 15 specializations. In the near future, their number is expected to be increased by introducing currently needed specializations. Any specialist will tell you that there's a shortage of hydrotechnicians, agro-scientists, and veterinarians. We need to prepare these specialists, and not just so that they would work out in the field, but also in managerial administrative positions, in the local town administrations. The 11th grader Nafisa Rajabova did not attend the Junior Academy of Sciences. She attends a regular high school, but this did not impede her from creating a unique computer software. By using language of visual animation, which is accessible and understandable to all children, she went over the basics of a school's physics course. This software substantially simplifies the learning process. Information and tasks are presented through animation and are absorbed and understood much easier. Students have already given a solid A to Nafisa's invention. Professionals also like the new educational method. At the Republican Forum of Young Programmers, Nafisa Rajabova's project was deemed as the best. There are very few illustrated study guides for physics, not like before. This presents a challenge during the learning process. That is why students are trying to create their own visual training aids. What Nafisa did is, of course, beyond all praise. Even the Ministry of Education praised the work of this 11th grade students and promised to take it into consideration during the development of the new school physics program. At the ministry, they're confident that this praiseworthy initiative, even if it comes from a child, must be realized. You're watching the Central Asian Report. Until next time on Kazakh TV.
Kazakh TV.